Hello friends, welcome to bispsolutions.com. My name is Sumit and I'm a Salesforce consultant with BISP Solutions. In today's video, I'm going to take a use case to display total, subtotal, grand total in a pivot table in Wave Analytics. Usually to display total, subtotal and grand total or to display any kind of totals in a pivot table in Wave, it's not available by default. So we need to customize it and we write some customized SOQL queries in order to get the total and grand total. So let me show you the requirement. So that's my lens, and in this lens I have taken sales dataset, and in this sales dataset, as you can see, it's a pivot table where it is grouped by region, provinces and product categories, and we are getting the totals for individual, total by province, and then final total by region wise. That's the total region wise for furniture, for office supplies and for technologies respectively. So we are going to achieve the same kind of result in a new lens. So in order to do that, first of all, I select the sales data set, which I've already added in my Wave, and how to load data into Wave. For this, you can access my previous videos in which I have uploaded data from various data sources. And I'm going to create a pivot table, and the measure would be taken as sum of sales, and I would be grouping it by. So the grouping will be done phased, first of all based on region, group by region. Then I group by province. So when we add only two dimensions, so one dimension will be based on horizontally and one dimension will be placed vertically. So I'll add one more thing. I'll add category, product category. And as soon as I add third dimension, the third dimension will be add on vertically, sorry, horizontally, and region and province. So the remaining two, the first two will be is placed as vertically. Now, as you can see, it's a pivot table, and even though if we look for formatting, we don't have any options for calculating the total. So it's a custom query we need to customize. And make sure any filter you want to apply, just add those filters, because once we make changes in SOQL, we won't be able to apply any filter in any filter by GUI mode. So then we can only add filters by using SOQL queries. So I click on SOQL mode, I enable SOQL mode, and my very first requirement will be we would be going to we would be going to add a calculation, and we would be going to add a total. Basically, that's a subtotal by product. For basically, it would be by based on. So the first grouping will be for all provinces altogether, and finally then the calculation will be in region wise. So first we will be going to do the calculation or the total province wise. So as you can see, that's the total for all provinces together. And in order to get it, we need to customize the SOQL query. Let me make a little bigger size so that we can see through it clearly. And very first thing I'm going to do is I'll just move this down, and this as well. And let's say I remove this order by, because I'm not going to use this order anymore, and as well as this limit. I want to get all records. I copy this, the two statements we have, paste it, and first of all I just change their names, and P by region, province, product category. So the first of all, we want this province, instead of province, we want to show it as a total. So first of all, we remove province from here. Now the grouping will be done based on region and product category. Region will be placed on vertically and product will be placed horizontally. It will show region, it will show product category, but this province, we want to show this province as a total. So I just call it as total. And one more statement we need to do, we need to use a function called union. So I would be using q is equal to union, and I would be union q comma p. Q comma P. Q is for the second statement and P is for the first one. Let's run query. And as soon as we execute the query, we can see the product categories, and let's preview the value tables. So once I execute it, once I run query, you can see we are getting the region, province, product category, sum of sales. It's not showing any total here. So what I'll do, I'll switch to pivot table, and as soon as I switch to pivot table, you can see the total is added based by total by provinces and for individual product categories. So that's the total for only for furniture in all provinces. That's the total for office supplies in all provinces, and that's the total for technology in all provinces. And if we drill down, same will be available for Yukon region, West region, Quebec region. In West, we have two regions, Alberta. So that's the total for furniture in Alberta, and that's the total for furniture in British Columbia, and that's the subtotal for this. Now the next requirement is I want to have a grand total which would be showing the total for provinces, individual provinces, and it would be showing the total for this plus this, and it will that total would be considered as a grand total. And in order to do that, I'll just add one more node, basically one more statements, and I'll just copy this statement till end, copy this, paste it, and I just rename it as S for each S generate region, and the grouping will be done by product category. So there would be basically we would be grouping will be done by product category here, and product category, and this region also display as a total. So we would be showing this as a total as region, and we don't have province, so I just remove this province from here, and product category as product category. And also we need to union it with the remaining statements we have. So we have a union statement. So union, let me make it as a P Q P N S, and run query, and I'll switch to pivot table. When we switch to pivot table, we scroll down, that's the total for provinces. And when we scroll down, we have a grand total. So this is the grand total, which is totaling the totals for individual product categories. So that's the grand total. This is grand total for individual product categories. So that's how we can show total, subtotals, and grand totals in a pivot table by customizing Sockle. That's all in this video. If you have some queries, you can connect with us. You can contact us for customized training on Salesforce Wave Analytics. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.